Hello everybody. Bit unusual, I've got these three together, so I thought I'd do a bit of a video regarding Mark IVs and what I've got available. And I'll give it a run round because there's obviously, we've got a Zodiac here, a Zephyr Deluxe here, this one's a Farnham and all, estate, and this is a standard Zephyr V4 in, which you all know, which I run regular. But if I'll go around and I'll gear show around what's differences, what's not, and then I've got some cars available, like this available, that's available. I've got some, not this one isn't available, but I have got some more V4s. I've got a driving project, I've got another good project with a recon engine and everything sorted out, and then I've got a V6. I've got various bits and pieces, but I thought I'll do this video while I've got all three together because I've just been doing something with Lincoln, so that's what's like. And I'll show you ins and outs, and then you can get a gist of what's not what. So for that, I'll just lift this up. I always put this has got a vinyl roof on this Farnham, so the reason it's covered up is because I don't like vinyl roofs on them, to be quite honest, and it just protects them that little bit better. So I don't know how good you're hearing me from over there because it's a distance away, you're on tripod, but I'm going to go around them now and show you what's what. I think we'll start with Zodiac because you'll get just to what Zodiacs are and what they're not. So here we go. We'll go to this car. You've all seen it before. It's a 66, it's a pre-production car and it's a left-hand drive. It came from Italy, fetched it over, and it's never been welded, not that I'm aware of anyway. I can't see how it's been welded. It's like brand new underneath, inner wings are perfect, it's proper car like it should be. But I'll just go up base, because it's a Zodiac obviously. We've got these twin headlights, it's got shorter indicators. On this one they'd actually have put orange bulbs in because normally they'd have an orange cover at UK, but that's how they work thing. And this one's got its original Lucas lights with its bulbs that come out. So let's get on. Obviously another thing with your Zodi is you've got all this all the way through back. Obviously a bit Americanified, I don't know why we did it in UK, but it looks alright, and it obviously gives him a signature. And you've got your reverse lights here. Usual, but this one's like perfect in both fuel bits of Scout, but you just don't find cars like this because it's sat in sun all its life. It's in, well, it's 90, I'd say 90% original paintwork, so obviously show you, it's full of bits and pieces because that's what I'm like with them. I'm working on them, but this car is available, but there's not a mark on seats or nothing. Headlining's excellent, back parcel shelf's good. Well, it's better than good. It's even got its speaker in and everything. And obviously, even its chrome on its dash, all door cards are good. Well, as I've said earlier, there's not really wrong with it. And the hot scuttle has been sorted out inside, it's repainted, stand any weather. This car is available. I take that off because obviously I protect them from sun all the time. And then that's your dash on a Zodiac. All the dials, rev counter, speedo, got a trip on speedo, amps, fuel, temp, oil, clock. And it also has it's an early car, so there's a bit more on heaters. And they have a bit more going off here. I don't know why, but they do. Some execs have even more, and it's a manual car, this one as well. So that's showing you that. It's got early indicator stock, it's early car. It's got early winders. Now if we come on to this Zephyr, this is a Zephyr Deluxe. This car's actually a V6 and it's an auto. It's got power steering, factory power steering as well. It's an unusual car because it's 68 and it's a crossover year. So I'll go around. So it's got some like bits that were on later models, bits that were on earlier models. Obviously it's a Abbott Farnham. There's its badge. It's got all its original badges. The seats obviously, it's down at minute. So this is a completely original car. It's a two owner husband and wife, same family. So, and then it came off, and the chap who got it, they never actually put it in their name. Two brothers bought it. It's got an original reverse light on as well. And two brothers bought this car, and one went to Australia, so other never got around to doing it. So it ended up, and I ended up with it, as I do. But they never actually put the name on the logbook, so I suppose it's a good thing. But if you look at this car, it's like, I'll go through it because it's quite a bit of an interesting car. Now, your door handles here, your early door handles, the same as on Mach 3. Now, probably told you this before, these switches here, these, and your fag lighter, they're early. Now, you get your speedos later clock on it. And also, this one's got the 4 settings on the heater, so it's the early thing. But yeah, it's got the later handbrake. Now, how it worked, I don't know. But another unusual thing about it, it's got a factory radio, it's got a factory clock. Now, it's got splits, and it's got centre console. I mean, even in here, if I look, we've actually got some green shield stamps. So, you know, that's how long since cars been out and about. And, which is unusual because, you know, it's got centre console. A lot of them had auto here. Well, this one's actually on column. So, must have been ordered like that. And like I say, it's a power steering car as well, which is, it'd have been quite a nice spec. I mean, I've got engine's all been, the engine's out at the minute, but it's been a refurbed engine. I've had it, what is it, armed up, and it wants a set of rings and putting back together too. And it must have had an overheating problem because I noticed rad had been recalled, but also I noticed a lot of casting sand in it. I'll show you how the seat works because the unusual thing, I mean, the cover is on because, like I've said earlier, it's got a vinyl roof. Well, I don't like left. I mean, that obviously just goes up. That's that drops down. There you see, that's as simple as it is. So, and then obviously that clips back if I let it go back. And that goes into, there you go, that's that. But earlier handles, window winders. But yeah, these were not the same as Mark 3. I mean, even some of the Mark 4 lads don't really fully understand what they are. Unusual car. This was only ID badge it would afford. They didn't have no top bonnet, didn't have no top tailgate. But because it's a deluxe, full grille, and also it has a badge here, V6 deluxe. So, and then obviously you know this one. This is a standard Zephyr, and it's a V4. Unusual car because it was idle in the showroom from 1970 because it was ordered as a taxi. And it sat till 91 till it was first registered, and then I got it off first owner. So, but that car's not available. It's not for sale. It's my own car, and I drive it regular. But I've got some more V4s. I've got a V4 that's a driving on the road car. That's a project, and it would go anywhere. I've got all the bits to complete it. Now this one, unusual thing with this one, it actually has a tripometer on it. Now, the only thing I can come up with that, because they didn't on standard cars, it must have been ordered as an option, is because it was going to be a taxi. So, but we've been through this. I mean, your standard cars, column, use it column change. I mean, you could have a floor change, but it were an option. But this is a later car, so it has later bigger dials. It has a few of it. There's a few different bits. It's obviously got modern handbrake light, but yeah, the early one had that, and it has this different indicator stalk with your flashes on here, and these handles on your standard Zephyr, just black handle. But I think they even went on Zodiacs like that out later models. I'm just giving you an insight into them. I mean, this is obviously on hubcaps. This car's got the Zodiac trims because they were, well, I think there was standard, I think, on deluxe, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure there were. And I'll show you through under bonnet. I mean, you've seen this one. Well, I mean, boot. Well, standard Zephyr backlights. Just that badge here. Or if it were an earlier car, it said Zephyr through here. This one, well, you've seen it before. It's like new. I'm just going out differences. A V4, obviously, you've got a lot more room, so that's your V4. So it has these radiators other way. It's inset on a V6, like I'll show you shortly. This is engine's got engine out, but like I said, engine's in for work. But this car is available, and I mean, if you wanted me to do it for you, I could, but you'd be, well, you'd just have to talk to me. We'd have to see it. As also, this one has early fuse board, whereas this is a later fuse board. Rubber battery. I mean, I always put rubber batteries on them. This one's same. This is a V6. There's your power steering setup. There's pump off engines out. Now I'm unsure if this is a Borg-Warner 35 or it's a C4. I haven't really looked, to be quite honest, but it is a difference. I mean, it needs a little bit of work on inner wings, but it's not too bad at all. And obviously, as I've just said with radiator, because this is a V6, this one steps in here. I mean, some of you might find this useful. I mean, got early solenoid as well with push button. Well, that's showing you that. I mean, I'll show you obviously it plugs are here, because this was frozen. I did try to get it going, but I couldn't get her alive. So that was that. I mean, if I go on to this, I'll show you the V6, but this is an early V6, which obviously the bonnet release is on this side because it's a left legger. I mean, you don't see many left leggers, but you've seen it before. Well, some won't have, and some will obviously want to have a look at it. So, and these are my contact details if you do want to speak to me regarding any of these cars or any others I've got, because I do have Mach 4s and some of them are available, so just give me a shout and I'll tell you what I've got and what I haven't. Now this is a V6 with header tank. It has this on, goes down to rad set back. This is early car, it's been modified when it's been in Italy, a bit of fuse work, but this car's never been welded completely, and I'd say 90% of stuff is from factory. A few little jobs to do on this car, 120%. So that's a look at that. But that's the early expansion tank, and then here, that is how the later models were, even on a V6. Didn't have an expansion tank, you had your radiator cap there, and that's how they were. But I just thought I'd show you, because it's not very often I get three bunched up together, and I'll show you a variation. Zodiac, Zephyr Deluxe, standard Zephyr, V4, V6 automatic, and a V6 Zodi. So if your videos help you out or you want to know about these cars, you know I have them, and I have quite a few of them. And here's a like. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see stuff with these cars, because I do quite a bit with them. Pass a comment and I'll come back to you. Or if you do want to contact me regarding them, or if you want to purchase one, I do have them available. Like I've said, I've got V4 projects available at the moment. There's this V6 project here in the middle, it's a Farnham. If anybody fancies it, give me a shout. But this one's not available. This is one of my daily drivers, and I should imagine it'll be around me till I'm not around anymore. So take care everybody, and catch you all later, and a look at the Ford Mach 4 range. Zephyr Zodiac Mach 4. Bye for now.